rookies to keep an eye on as well, including the guy taking the center jump right now, Alperen Şengün. It's possession. Christopher, another first-round pick off the screen. There's Şengün on the show and go inside. Martin missed the layup inside.
But it was the right read by Hayes.
The ball pressure by the Pistons, double team out top. Kick to the wind. KJ Martin has been an improved three-point. The screen on the weak side, but they come strong side. Dumbuya fouled to the missed free throw. Rockets back the other way quickly. Şengün with a little Euro shots.
See what I mean about how comfortable he is on the catch?
Turkish prayer. He's trying to motivate himself, talking to the ball as you saw there, saying things like, you need to make this. It's very important. And we started to hear people counting during his free throws on Sunday because he's acknowledged that he may have to change his routine because it takes more than 10 seconds, which was okay in the Turkish league. But he says he misses the one he rushes, so that's something he definitely needs to work on, finding a balance, guys.
Well, he's got a bunch of people that will count for him at some point during the season, though.
Listen,
basketball.
Şengün again in defensive help. This is the second time he's made a rotation. And this time he gets a nice block without fouling.
Cunningham inbound. Weak side to Saddiq Bey, who's shown improved playmaking.
By the defense of Şengün. He comes over in a ball handling situation and strips a player. This goes to a little bit as KJ gets a nice finish. The G League unite. This guy's ability to play professionally overseas. You are playing against grown men.
Left it on the front rim, yes. 13-9 ball game. He's got 4 points. Good show up at the level defensively. Killian Hayes with the three. And that three rims out. Jalen Green with the basketball. Been a little bit quiet, conspicuous by his silence so far. And he turns it over on the pick-and-roll game.
Coverage of MGM Resorts NBA Summer League 2021 is brought to you by MGM Resorts. Book your next Las Vegas escape at MGMResorts.com.
NBA champion who coached that G League Ignite squad. And Green had told Shaw initially that he loves Kobe, and
Jalen Green will settle into this ball game.
Killian Hayes with a night and playing with, savvy veterans like Amir Johnson, who spent a long time in the NBA, who was on that squad. Şengün with that elbow jumper rims out.
They're playing really the Houston Rockets. You can see they want to get in pace as fast as they can, and when they're forced to play and execute, letting other players shine against the lesser teams, right?
Love
but taking over against that competition.
Love that kind of selflessness. Wow.
That's big.
Can we call him Alpy? Because that's what his general manager said we can call him. Inside, Saddiq Bey says, clear it out. I got one here. Tough fadeaway is short. Kaprizova couldn't get the rebound.
Game. Thinking about, come get the handoff. No, let me go one-on-one. The finish with the left through traffic. Oh, that's nice, Mark Jones. That's good footwork. Known Cade, and he's known Jalen a long time. Cade comes right back next play. Nice adjustment.
A lot of time with the USA Basketball Select Team here in Vegas this summer, playing against the national team that won gold. Cunningham might be playing for them at some point. Trust here. A lot of people coming in from Houston. A lot of excitement about Jalen Green and their first-round picks here in Summer League. Saban Lee went up with Cunningham on the baseline, drives around Şengün and is fouled on the play.
Very honest about the responsibilities that comes with it. He does. He's got a maturity that,
Hayes off the drag screen by Cook. Killian Hayes, let's call it a pass to Cook, but he got peeled underneath. Number 1 and number 2 pick guarding each other right now. Şengün with the rolling hook. No good. Blazers actually came into Summer League play as the odds-on favorite. Bey, meanwhile. Christopher, good help by Dumbuya. Şengün from way deep from Black Rock Canyon. Wow.
Yeah, he had 2 seconds ago. Really good awareness of the clock. Play going nowhere, right? They're playing without a point guard, so Christopher's acting like it. That's a nice move. Wow. Şengün, he just took a peek at the clock, recognized like this is a possession going nowhere and there's 2 seconds left. He's standing on the NBA portion of that center court.
Killian off the curl. Killian.
They're both different guards. Green is more athletic, and but so is.
About your experience during Summer League.
Man,
Back to you guys.
Tell you what, when Eric Gordon is healthy, he is an incredible.
Three has come down as the body has not cooperated. But it's got to be.
Ago and was one of the top rookies this past season in the NBA. Şengün rolls into the lane and gets the layup.
To put him in different spots. He can go back to the basket. Coming up with that board.
But this is impressive here.
Sure is. Individually, he takes it, backs his guy down. The National Player of the Year, 120 career threes. The big man.
And he's an all-star. So the player development program works for Dwayne Casey if you're in it. Christopher on the drive. Nice dime inside. What a find in traffic.
On his handle. This past spring, you can tell.
Şengün, you can tell people about his really great player development coach and been a head coach in this league too.
It's a nice looking move from Şengün. I don't know how you say this is a spectacular drive in his native language, but that's a big time move. And
the league is very competitive as Killian Hayes missed from the corner. 10-point ball game, 6 minutes to go.
Alperen Şengün having a very good feel out there, but just of note, he speaks very little English, and due to the quick turnaround from the draft, the Rockets haven't yet, so he's having to make adjustments in more ways than one. Fortunately, they have a woman who's been working with assistant coach John Lucas, helping them with player development this summer. Her name is Barbara Turner. She's currently on the bench. She had a storied career
approach. They develop not just the skill, but Corey Yeager. And before every practice, they meet at the middle of the circle on their practice court or the game court. And each guy, in 2 words or less, gets the layup. After practice, they practice. When you think about a professional basketball team,
outstanding. That's how I'm feeling. They had identified and hoped to select in the draft that they got all 4 of their picks. And boy,
Şengün with 19, Martin with 16, Christopher with 15 in the ball game for the Rockets. Hayes kicks it to Lee from the corner. They couldn't get a handle on it. Setting up an LLC. Of course, the business side of basketball is always good for these young men to learn.
It's important, Mark. You talked about the amount of compensation he received.
Şengün. Green's journey to this point, Doris, and playing in